Hello, Aries. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so of course everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, About 53 Tarot should review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Interesting. Okay. I was gonna say I've seen this energy with Capricorn pretty heavily. Pretty heavily. All right, one more, I'll jump into this. Oh, wow. And there you are, Aries, on top of the deck listening. To be or not to be? That is the question. Is something true or is it not true? I feel like you've definitely stumbled upon something here that you do have strong emotions and feelings for. I kind of feel like this is definitely a focus with a heavy intent on the positive, the solution of something regarding who you are and what you've done for yourself. Well, up until this point. What you're saying is you, once again, you're looking for that holy grail, Aries, just like Capricorn does sometimes. You feel like you've discovered or found something. Now, whatever this is, you're kind of like, is it or is it not? And that's where I kind of get the energy of like to be or not to be. Is it meant to be? Is it not meant to be? Is it destiny or is it not destiny? Is it fate or is it not fate? It's kind of like, well, what is it? Is it real or is it an illusion? Or is it, is this real life or is this just fantasy? You show me that whatever this is that you feel has definitely taken you back. And it almost kind of seems and it feels like it's like you want to step forward right away, but at the same time, you're like, you kind of get like, shell shocked here a little bit, and you're kind of taken back by this, emotionally speaking. Whatever you're learning, it seems like, yes, in a sense, it is eye opening for you and to you, but for some reason, it still feels like you're kind of having to, let's just say, keep yourself at idle. It's an energy of not necessarily doing anything too rash or spontaneous or just making any move yet. You're wanting to kind of fill this out a little bit more. And so I kind of feel like for you, what you're saying is your instincts are kind of giving you a little bit of a heads up, a little bit like a warning sign. Now, as you're in the process of filling things out for yourself, you're gaining quite a bit of perspective. And that's called discipline. That's called discipline right there. But that's what I like to see, Aries, discipline. It's a matter of self-control. You're showing me that with this perspective that you are gaining about whatever this is that you are feeling regarding who you are and what you've done, I kind of feel like you're wanting to find out more information. And that's what it's ultimately all about. It's an energy of not being too rash, not being too spontaneous, not being desperate to the point where you jump on anything and everything that kind of shows up in front of you. Not all gold is real. Not all gold is real. Not all emotions are long lasting or long term. Sometimes it's just an emotion that comes around and there it goes. Wave goodbye as it leaves. But once again, the more information that you do find out about whatever this is that you feel you've discovered, you seem pretty adamant and determined to kind of push forward here. And I do feel that this is regarding some sort of financial potential for who you are and what you've done. Not only does this potential bring you a little bit of peace of mind, you're kind of saying, I've done my research, I've done my homework. Now it's just a matter of to implement this and kind of put this into action or to not. Not too sure what you're choosing here, though, Aries. Do you take the opportunity or do you kind of just let it pass you by? I don't know. Let's see. You're like, well, I walk away from it. Okay. I walk away from it. Interesting. Oh, wow. You're showing me multiple times repeatedly you walk away from this. Okay. So you're saying I'm gonna swerve. I'll pass. I'm gonna pass. It almost reminds me of The Price is Right. The Price is Wrong, Bobo. Wow. What was that movie Happy Gilmore with Adam Sandler? Then I feel like in the movie he gets into a fight with him. But you're not giving up, though. Overall, though, long-term wise, regarding your work and your career, you're not giving up. You're just saying, you know what, I'm going to pass on that. I just don't care right now. It's just not, it's not a strong enough pull. You're saying you have so much you got to already take care of as well as on your hands. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you're saying I have more prominent responsibilities to take care of that need to be taken care of first before I start thinking about adding on to what I currently already got going on. You're saying I don't need more on my shoulders to take care of and bear and deal with. Ultimately, you're saying you're sticking to what works for you. You're just kind of staying in your comfort zone for now. It's your safety net. Even though you're not too sure exactly, kind of sticking with what you currently do now is going to work out long term. I feel like what you're saying is, you know what? It's good enough for me, so stick with it. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Okay? There you are, Aries. There you are. You're like, no, I'm just going to keep everything I got in place right now. Ooh. Fascinating. Why though? Why though? You went inward right there, Aries. You went inward. Even though you're guarding, protecting everything you've got going on, you went inward. What I'm saying is the underworld. You went deep down into your thoughts and kind of like, well, what am I? I know what I'm working with. It's just a matter of what do I want to do next? What are my plans for my future? Once again, long term down the line, end game. Goodness gracious. It's a battle, Aries. It's a battle. You're saying, you know what? I'm going to fight for and defend who I am and what I've got in place, even though you're not too happy about the plans moving forward. You're like, I got to do what I got to do. Every day is a battle. Every day is a little bit of a struggle. But if you want to kind of meet this head on, then you're kind of saying, bring it on. And it's like, okay, then do what you got to do. Of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with a water sign, a fire sign, an earth sign, or an air sign. They're all here. Goodbye.